Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Cosgriff, and I will be covering sensitivity analysis and capital budgeting. Please take a moment to look over today's agenda. A sensitivity analysis is a powerful tool that helps us explore what-if scenarios, which ultimately leads us to make more informed decisions. Today we'll dive into sensitivity analysis benefits, qualitative and quantitative steps, and see how it empowers us to incorporate risk directly into our capital budgeting process. What is a sensitivity analysis? A sensitivity analysis shows how different values of an independent variable affect a dependent variable under a given set of assumptions. In simple terms, a sensitivity analysis is essentially a risk assessment that a company uses before making an investment. A sensitivity analysis is important and has many benefits. Those to include, not limited to, are the ability to understanding influencing factors, catching errors, model simplicity, reduce uncertainty, and enhances risk management. So understanding the influencing factors, so basically what and how external factors interact with a specific project or undertaking. This allows management to see what input variables may impact output variables. For catching errors, the original assumptions may have errors that weren't initially caught. So therefore each iteration is a way to perfect and catch mistakes. Therefore catching mistakes for the future. Model simplicity. Model simplicity is a way to understand what factors do and don't matter and what can be removed going forward. And always we want to reduce or try to reduce as much uncertainty as we can. It's a way that members know what to look out for and plan for. And also, last but not least, enhance risk management. So facilitates planning by considering alternative scenarios, which we'll get into that further in the presentation. So qualitative and quantitative steps. Both qualitative and quantitative data is necessary for a comprehensive sensitivity analysis. A few qualitative steps include identifying key variables, defining the model's purpose, determining the context and criteria for the analysis. So it is important to identify key variables as it is an important first step in conducting a sensitivity analysis. It's used to identify the key variables that could affect the outcome of said project. These variables, again, could be both, they could be either internal or external to the project itself. For defining the model's purpose, define the range of values. So once you have identified the key variables, you need to define the range of values for each variable that could impact the project's outcome. Determining the context and criteria for analysis, essentially you want to determine the relationship between the variables. Essentially, are they positively or negatively affecting the project? And are they positively or negatively correlated with each other? As for quantitative steps, you first want to conduct the analysis. So once you've defined the key variables, the ranges of values, and the relationship, you can then begin the quantitative analysis, which this involves running the model or project through various scenarios to see how the changes impact the outcome. You then want to evaluate the results. So after running the analysis, you need to evaluate the results to determine the impact of changes on the project outcome. And then you want to develop a mitigation plan. So based on the results of the sensitivity analysis, you need to develop a mitigation plan to address potential risks or capitalize on opportunities. Incorporating risks into capital budgeting. So basically, there is no one-size-fits-all approach to this when incorporating risk into capital budgeting, but there are a couple of ways you can do this. Two ways is the Monte Carlo simulation. and the scenario analysis. So the Monte Carlo simulation is a model used to predict the probability of a variety of outcomes when the potential for random variables is present. The scenario analysis is a process of estimating the expected value after a given change in the values of the key factors that take place. So in conclusion, a sensitivity analysis is essential as it captures an understanding how changes in key variables can be impactful. Identifying these variables can assist with making more informed decisions and mitigate potential issues. It also enhances the health project assessments and supports better resource allocation and risk management. So that concludes my presentation. I will open the floor to any if anyone has any questions or concerns. Thank you and have a great day.